Congratulations on your purchase of your new Square Strike wedge. I'm going to go about the next few minutes trying to explain to you the best way to use this new product so you can actually wear out your partners and your opponents every time you play. I think the first thing, because of the design of this golf club, it's a little bit more upright. It has a beautiful thick sole, and it has a very heavy head, which makes it a little bit simpler for you to go ahead and just stroke through and follow down your line. But I want to show you what type of stroke we're going to try to use with this club. Most times, the most consistent stroke that you have as a golfer is your putting stroke. So we've got this club designed so it's going to be about the same lie as your putter. I want to get set up to my putter, and I want to use the bigger muscles in my arms. So I want to use a straight back, straight through stroke. So to give you a different view of what we're trying to do with the putting stroke, I want to create a triangle between my hands and shoulders. I want to go straight back, straight through, and that's basically the type of stroke we're going to try to use with the Square Strike wedge. So in doing so often with your normal wedge shots, you're trying to hinge the club, you're trying to figure out when to release it. Because this club is so stable, it's been designed not to rotate from inside and out, but it's going to be very, very stable if you can use the straight back and straight forward method. So I want to get set up very much like I'm putting. Then all I have to do is take it straight back and straight through, and just depending on how hard I hit it, it will determine the results. So try to get nice and square, just straight back, straight through, and it goes right at the hole. Again, what we're trying to do is make this as simple as possible. The golf club has been designed to make it very easy for you to use. Same idea with the putter. Get a little bit closer to it than your normal chip shots. Straight back, straight through, straight back, straight through, accelerate, and you're going to have great results. Normally, if so often you've got 2 or 3 wedges in your bag, they're all kinds of different lofts. And what we're trying to do here is we're trying to give you one club. You can do a lot of the same things you're doing with these 3 or 4 other clubs, and yet make it simpler for you to do that. Normally with a 60-degree wedge, if you're hitting a pitch shot, you're trying to figure out, do I play it back in my stance and hit down on it to take some loft on it? In doing so, that creates an angle that if you hit a little bit behind it, you're going to stick it in the ground, you're going to chunk it. Do I try to kind of lift it, help lift it up in the air, which is a big problem that most of the amateurs have. You start trying to lift it up in the air to get some loft on it. You end up sculling it across the green. We're trying to make this so simple for you that all you have to do is take your putting stroke and go ahead and get set up square to the line you've picked. And then very simply just take it straight back, straight through, and let the thing run at the hole. And again, it's using that putting stroke. If you're one of those guys that puts the ball from 10 or 12 yards off the green, you can use the exact same theory you're using now, but with a wedge, and now it's going to carry all this fringe and rough around the green. It's going to come up much more consistent. Let's try a little bit longer chip shot. Same idea. I'm trying to get nice and square. I want to just take it straight back, straight through, and hit it and let the ball release up at the hole. So we aren't changing strokes, we aren't changing techniques, we aren't changing clubs. All we're trying to do is maybe hit this shot just a little bit firmer. It's the difference of hitting a 30-foot putt and a 50-foot putt. You have to make a little bit bigger swing. So I want to take it just straight back, straight through. It goes at the hole every single time. Okay, we're going to go ahead and a little bit longer chip shot. Just nice and square to your line. Straight back, straight through. Didn't hit it quite hard enough, but the results are still the tap in. That's what you're looking for. You're trying to get it up and in a safe shot. So let's go back and look at what we've done here. We have created, by designing a wedge that fits a certain stroke. So if you can putt the ball, you're going to be able to use the Square Strike wedge. So what we're trying to do is ball basically in the middle of your stance, nice square stance, keep the club on the line you want, and then you're going to try to use that putting stroke just straight back, straight through. Not a lot of moving parts, and because of that, you're going to be more consistent.